there are two things. We are having an FDP online means that the world has changed. And I think businesses across the world also will change, primarily not due to the fact that everything goes online, but also there are a lot of geopolitical changes which most of us do not discuss at all. So we discuss within the country what is happening. See, a lot of things which are going to happen in future are geopolitical in nature. So there is a realignment of countries going to happen across the world. China might be isolated along with Pakistan. So a lot of business of China might be affected, and a lot of imports from China. We have understood that over dependence of raw material or services from one particular country stands a big risk for business. So that is the reason I am seeing a lot of geopolitical changes happening across the world. So we might distribute our imports from different countries instead of putting everything in one basket. This is something that I am seeing very soon, which is going to happen. And then you will also see, because the sales is going to be an important part of business. It was always the same, but now global sales is going to be important. So countries which want the Indian market and which uh, think that they can replace China in sending their goods to India, the prime minister level delegations are going to market their products and services. We were calling all our marketing officers and sales officers for a meeting to headquarters once in a month or once in a quarter. But uh, what has happened now is, in the past 3 4 months, they have been submitting all sales reports, everything online. So the company realizes, or businesses realize, that this is an easy way of doing and saving money instead of spending on travel and stay and all that. So they will try to cut corners and do all the sales meets digitally, saving a lot of money for the company. This is how the office thing is going to be shaped. The third thing is the future. As today, executives in all major companies are IIT IIM combination. So they would have done their engineering from IIT, and then they would have done their IIM from a premier management college. Why is this so? So this trend started from the US when there was a recession. So companies were not able to pay salaries to their employees, but who also had a marketing or finance background in management. So a combination of engineering and management, a lakh of US dollars for pay 1.5 lakh for a management and engineering put together guy, single guy. I am saving 50,000 US dollars. So that is the trend, that we need multiple skills in a single person henceforth, which will reduce the cost of manpower, maybe increase the income of each employee. So that is something that we are seeing. So multi-skilling is something big. There is also going to be lesser cash. WHO is that notes might carry, currency notes might carry. First, we'll avoid exchanging notes and shaking hands, and we'll go for online direct transactions. Even the smaller chai wala in his business is going to accept is a psychological term that I'm using. This is a time when the anxiety is high, the fear of future is unknown, and we have a strange phenomena happening within us on mistrust. So we don't know who is carrying the virus. So we will assume that all of us are carrying viruses. So we will not meet people. We will not speak to people increasingly as we used to do earlier. So this is a phenomenon called cocooning. We are to ourselves even in our workplaces without increased physical interaction with our colleagues. And a strange mistrust is going to take place. Even if somebody coughs or there might be gossips in the workplaces which take place saying that he might be carrying a coronavirus, a virus. I saw him coughing in the washroom and so on and so forth. So out of all the things, this is the worst possible cycle instead of like most of US's imports come from Japan and China. So they have now understood that China, if the imports go out of US, half the market is gone. So they understand now that even if the cost change has to be very prominent now. Countries are now saying that whatever happens to the global thing, I am least bothered. Earlier, we were talking about globalization. Now we are only talking of my country, my people, my business, my everything. So we will become slightly more selfish and try to see whether everything is available locally. And if we are surplus, we should see that these local things go out of our country and we are able to export instead of importing things and depending on something else. Human resources and talent is something which I am seeing a big sea change. So we might see for the next 6 months around 30-40% of people being laid off in the private sector. Now I am very confident this is a worldwide phenomena. India is going to do slightly better, not very bad, but slightly better because the domestic consumption of India is very high. So one, that we will be a very coveted market for the world, and second, we will also be uh, a local consumer for our products, which is enough. Even if we don't export, our local market is so big that we will be able to consume a lot of our products. So to that extent, our cutting down of manpower will be lesser than maybe US or the developed countries or the first world countries. This is what I'm seeing. The second biggest thing which human resources and talent is going to see is that some of the companies move out of China and come to India, which is the closest and which is the nearest in terms of available skilled manpower. So whether we are ready for that or not, colleges, institutions, training institutions will have to check into that because once China shuts shop or some companies, big companies shut shop, from the government of India's side, we have received 8 applications already of big conglomerates to shift from China to India. Most of them are from the Wuhan region, but I am seeing a big shift from China to India uh, from the whole of China, not just the Wuhan region. So in case that happens, one, our rural areas are going to develop. Second, our manpower which has been laid off is going to be consumed again. So this manpower laying off is going to be a 6 month, 1 year process. And then again, things come back to normal. This is what I am seeing. The consumer environment for businesses is going to be slightly difficult because the consumer is now of the mindset that instead of lavishly spending, I want to watch for 6 months, 1 year, and keep my expenses minimum. This is not just the middle class, this is the upper class also, which has got the same mindset now. And this environment will see that excessive consumption is not going to happen. So you might see a hit in the five-star hotels, you might see in the hit in the big restaurants. Restaurants might also be a case because of something else. But consumption, lavish consumption is going to reduce in the next 6 months. And we are going to see that whatever minimum possible things we are going to do. So we are going to be saintly in our demeanor. That is what I am seeing. Then values system of India especially is something where Dan Punya was supposed to be a very important aspect. So we used to give things to people. Now, when sustenance comes into play, then what we do is we look at our family, my children, my wife, my husband. First, this so like in a aeroplane when they say uh, the security measures when they announce, they say put on your mask first before you help others. It is something like that. We will all look at our masks, my family, my children, and put on our masks first before doing anything for others. So, a more selfish society is what I am seeing, and that is the reason why this affects businesses. Anything which is selfish affects businesses always. It is the consumption which helps businesses, and businesses are going to be affected. Also, since all of you are, I think, in the education field, uh, the education field has a strange thing happening now. Parents do not want their children to migrate to better places. They want their children to be with them for some time, at least a year, till they know that the other place is safe for them to go. So there is a possibility that residential schools, residential colleges, universities might see a hit in admissions for 1 year. After they have seen that yes, this place is not infected, so they might, but this is one business where the higher education and school education is also going to be hit. The attitude is something which is again a major issue. The attitude says that earlier I used to boast of myself. So I would have a car, even if I had a loan for a car. So I would have a house, I had a loan for the house. But a future which is not known to me, I will not look at loans piling up for me and my family. And a risk of life is something which all of us will be thinking of at any point of time. So loans are going to be less consumed except for business houses, but individuals will consume lesser loans and take lesser risks for the family. Uh, the relationships, I have told you, become more selfish. There is also one more thing that we would like to spend. Earlier, we were socializing a lot, even after office hours. We would go for parties, we would go for games, we would go to the gym, we would go to movies. So I think we will spend more time with the family henceforth and reduce going to places where there are crowds, which are all these places. And these are the places which are still closed in the time of a lockdown, and that's the reason why I am seeing that we will spend more time with the family rather than going to these places of entertainment and look at Netflix, Amazon Prime. This consumption might increase as now. The impact on behaviors is going to be very strange. Since I am a psychologist, I am dealing with this, and businesses are all about relationships. So I am looking at more short-term relationships. Earlier, businesses used to build upon long-term relationships. Like, for example, the Taj Group sets an example, or Tata's set an example in the business industry by being totally selfless whenever such important development where the country is required to come together comes. So what they have done, they have started giving food packets from all the five-star hotels to the doctors who are doing duties in various hospitals. Very good food packets they are giving. The second is the doctor, if he doesn't want to go home, they are allowed to stay in the hotel, eat food, sleep, everything there, and it is sanitized every day. So such things are going to change. These things might not happen in future except for a few people like Wipro and Tata. They are highly motivated social companies. But CSR, for example, the government is, since it is facing a very huge challenge about the expenditure, all money that the governments have are being spent on the COVID-19, meeting these requirements, food for migrant laborers, transport, everything. So we are going to see governments not only looking for loans from the soft loans from the World Health Organization or World Bank or developed countries, they are also going to uh, look at companies and their CSR money to be given to government so that they can spend on the developmental activity. They don't have money to pay the salaries. So that's a situation where CSR, actually corporate social responsibility, will take a back seat. It will not happen the way it used to happen till now. Governments will be using the CSR for the developmental activities of the government. In other words, companies will provide money to the government for development. They don't have money for development. If they have money, they will first pay salaries to the people who are employed with the government, and that's it. That's more than enough for them to do for the moment. So these are some of the changes that I think uh, we see in the near future. There are also some changes like, see, if I am washing hands, which has been very much advertised, that I am washing my hands for 20 seconds and all that, that means water consumption is going to be increased. And if water consumption is going to be increased, just before the COVID crisis, we were crying that water is going to be a scarce resource. Suddenly, we are using increased water. So, industries will face a shortage of water. And if there is a shortage of water, there will be a shortage of hydroelectric power. So, we are looking at a period where there will be conflicts. The other conflict is that parents have been saying there is increased use of mobile for the children. They were saying why the children are always on mobile. Suddenly, during the lockdown period, they have allowed children to use mobiles, laptops, digital devices. So there is a conflict again in the children. Till yesterday, you were saying don't use this. Now you are saying use this, because we are not able to engage them at home, within the home. So then they understand how difficult the job of a teacher is to engage the children for such periods of time. The last but not the least is the digital well-being. Since all of us are locked down, we are consuming 37% more internet than earlier. If you are consuming 37% more internet, that means at home you are digitally addicted or mobile addicted. When you come back to offices, schools, colleges, the children and the adults have that addiction, because anything used for 60 days for 2 hours a day becomes a habit. Your nervous system forms designs which make it a habit. So you are wired in such a way for after 60 days of lockdown that you are addicted to your mobile. So getting out of that addiction is something that I am going to see as big business in future. So you will have mobile addiction or digital de-addiction clinics coming up. You will have specializations in medicine with digital de-addiction as the specialization. You will have more mental wellness centers. You will have locker rooms where you can lock your mobile phones if you wish to. There are two apps which have come up in the Apple segment. It is Forest. It is known as Forest. So you can lock your device for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever period. And then there is one more which is known as Aprison, Apprison, in the Google Play Store. You should look at it. What it does is it is a prison. It's a jail. So it gives you a figure that from 9 to 10 you are using Facebook. More Facebook, you are addicted to Facebook. So lock Facebook in the prison from 9 to 10 and you will get some rewards. So something like that is going to be the future, where digital de-addiction is going to be big business, and digital addiction is going to be maybe bigger than cancer. So everyone in a home might be having digital addiction. So this is something that I am seeing in future. I am open to any questions that I can take from